Hey everybody, this is Cyrock Omega, and welcome back to the Uyghur Con guys. And it's pronounced Uyghur apparently. Not spelled that way, but that's how it's pronounced. So last time we took a big chunk of Persia, and they're burning it to the ground, and everybody's getting pissed. And they've got a couple small guys that have broke off. One of them made a tributary of the Sadakids. And then another guy made another one of those guys made a tributary of the Sadakids. So it's a funny situation they've got out west. But here we are, working on that. Let's get back to the other guys. Okay.
Pig. A Slavic pig. Very weird.
So let's see now. So, you're at war with Khazaria, right, Steve? Or are you working on somebody else?
I'm at war with Khazaria.
Nice.
Sort of. They have no food there, so it's kind of hard to keep my army at a decent size.
Yeah. Gotta spread out, maybe. Alright,
We
and what
only
do you...
have 5,000 troops, so I don't really want to spread out too much.
Yeah. What are you working on now, Chris?
Cleaning up some of India.
Right. Can I go to war? I think I'm gonna start working on getting those smaller dudes back.
Which smaller dudes?
The guys that broke off.
They're still part of our...
I mean, they're still
they're
part,
his land.
but it's not mine. You know? Alright. A couple of them have a lot of guys
You don't
left.
like having vassals?
No, I hate you guys.
Some of those people are my friends.
No, they aren't.
Not really.
Like, one dude has like 3,000 dudes. But everyone could pile into a war. So I'm gonna wait for them to burn more of their troops. Or if I at least have more guys first. Alright, there is a little rebellion on my... No, is this guy... If I were to attack... the, whoever this guy is. Who is this guy? Oh, that's like the House of it. Got a revolt. I could at least grab that little bit of territory. Why not?
I'm joining the assassins.
Go for it.
I don't know why I haven't done that already in Shia, so... I'm 57? Oh boy.
Maybe that's why.
Alright, I'm gonna unpause.
Okay. Is it just me, or can you zoom in a lot closer than you could before?
Just you.
Probably just you.
You could always zoom in that far.
Wow.
So, as I mentioned
Hope I don't
before,
recognize
but not on stream, Khazaria has Western Iceland. So, that's kind of silly. I'm gonna turn the speed up by 1. Charitable is better than gregarious. Generally.
Content is better than craven, right?
Yes, definitely.
Everything is better than Craven. Oh, that's bad.
Do tell.
My heir is feudal.
Oh, that is very bad.
Is there a way to prevent that?
I gotta find someone in my family to get and somehow have them get more prestige.
How is he feudal?
Because he took a duchy in Bengal.
Huh.
Oh, wait, no, you won't work.
It doesn't... Your heir? You certain?
Yeah?
He doesn't say that he has any land.
Oh, it just said him to not be my heir, and now my half-brother is my heir.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah.
Wonder if we can. I'll bet I can vassalize him if I get close enough.
What would happen if I have a holding in a province that I don't own the highest holding of? If I burn my holding to the ground,
You lose the holding.
okay, not surprising. All right, damn
They're gonna
council.
rather big pop up. Somebody need to pause it.
Okay. How do I make my council like me right now? Also, Steve, could you go ahead and become loyal?
I think I am more.
No, you're not loyal. You are malcontent.
Leash. Oh, it's looking at the wrong guy to max. Yeah. There
All
we
right,
go.
thank you. Oh. Hold
What
on
happened?
now. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No, I don't like this. Every morning, especially when the weather is as splendid as it is today, you like to go out on your balcony, lean against the railing, and take in a deep breath of fresh air. The view from up here is spectacular. The people below look like ants. As you lean forward on the railing, you suddenly hear the sound of splintering wood as it gives way completely and you tumble over the edge while plummeting towards the ground. You spend your last moments reflecting on the gravity of the situation. I will haunt the carpenter who built that railing. Who killed me?
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Now my character is syphilitic and a lunatic.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I just died.
Wow, you died in combat, at least.
You went up to the balcony. You're the first one of us who's been pushed off the balcony.
Yeah, looks
I
like
mean,
it.
It's really kind of an honor in a way.
Alright, and Steve, could you once again please be
I
loyal?
already did. It stayed loyal.
No, I mean, well, you're malcontent. I mean,
Again.
Why do I keep reverting to Malcolm?
because my dude died.
Oh. There we go.
I could steal technology from John, but why would I?
Excellent question.
Sorry, I'm just resetting everything.
And where are you? Are you a kid?
Yes.
Dang.
Wait, how am I? Oh, right, because I'm a con. Cons can be kids. Please. Ah, son of a bitch.
You alright?
It changed my capital again.
That sucks.
Good news, I think I can at least declare war right now.
Okay.
That's that was a little bit of a gift. Oh, no, not game rules. Stop it.
You also we have at least one guy who decided to become independent. They up in the north.
Oh, that guy.
Well, that'll make him easier to take.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that will
really
be.
easy to take.
I'll deal with him after I attack this guy to our west. Let's take a little bit of land over there. He doesn't have that many guys compared to what I've got. Alright, any women in my... who wants... any of you guys have any daughters or sisters you want to marry off to your most attractive Khan?
Lunatic? With syphilis? No.
Hey, man. You're
No,
not going to be
please
getting
Tell
it.
me that's what you. Please tell me that's what you style yourself.
The
The
syphilitic.
most attractive con.
Maybe. I'm also charitable, trusting, zealous, humble, and patient. And so do you guys want the Turn 'em Back, the Pants Act, the Hole in the Wall Act, or the Cessation of Violence Act?
Does it matter?
Yes, alright,
Should I
Pants
do
Act.
repeat that?
You can. I have a sister, by the way.
Cool. Alright, I kind of don't even want to have kids.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not surprised.
Because my heir is actually really good. "35 years old, also a lunatic? Sounds wonderful. We'll get along so well."
And winning this war against Khazaria is going to require a lot of careful action.
Very good. Yeah, my current heir is 23 Marshal. Other than that, he's not that great, but 23 Marshal is pretty solid. I wouldn't mind dying young as well. I mean, dying old, as I am now. Well, okay.
There we go. Capital back where it should be. I'm pretty sure.
Why does it keep moving?
I think because my primary title was made a de jure title because it won't let me change it back to my clan.
Hmm.
So it keeps moving it to the de jure capital of the title.
Alright, so apparently having to fight this dude, the Hafizid, he's allied to Khazaria, so I might be helping you out a little bit here, Steve.
Okay, well, I'd like all the help I could get.
Alright, just, subjugation. That's the one where they keep their land, right? Where they keep their minor titles, the lower ones or whatever? The
I believe
vassals?
so.
Okay. So, my syphilis has got my wife pregnant, alright. That's actually just how I say everything. I'm very attractive, and also my syphilis is the one that does every positive act during my rule. My syphilis has lowered your taxes and balanced the budget.
I can't believe this. This mercenary band just had the temerity to ask if I could marry my daughter. No, you can't.
Is it my son?
Copti
Or my...
of Coptis. Uyghur band.
Oh, no. My nephew is my heir. He's Bars of Bars Uyghur.
That's my brother.
Uh-oh. That's a big army. Trying to get the fuck out of here.
How big?
14,000.
Alright, hold on. Got a lot. I can usurp some kingdoms. I think you guys want to do that.
I
How?
can't usurp kingdoms.
How do I do that? How can I do that? Okay, now it's gone. No. Yeah, it's gone. Weird. Alright, hold on. Let me go ahead and...
Oh, no, I'm dead!
You died?
Yeah, I refused to murder my wife for the assassins.
What? Okay.
They murdered me.
That's what they do.
And your wife.
They murdered my wife too?
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh. Well, I guess they didn't really work out too well. Well, I got a new person, and he is... Oh, fuck. This is so much worse than my old guy.
Wow, everything's going to gosh and heck right now.
At least he has 10 martial. That's all really I asked for.
Alright, and you're still at war with Khazaria?
Yeah. Very big, big arm. Hopefully, I'm just gonna like hang out here and hopefully forget about me. Okay. Oh yeah. Let me set up my council and all that. Oh Jesus, these people suck. I have like this is really.
Alright, I'm gonna declare war on this dude.
I don't even have anybody to be my court mullah.
Subjugation of Tabaristan, that's actually, I think, what I want. Hold on, is that what I want? Alright.
Okay, well, I'm ready to go.
Subjugation is the one that takes the entire realm.
Okay. Subordination is the one that makes them my vassals.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, subjugation does too, but it can be used on kingdoms.
Alright.
Or an empire.
I've got a lot of prestige. No, I don't actually have that much prestige.
Subordination is used on duchy level.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
you only get one subjugation war per character, so...
Alright, so yeah, I want to do subordination.
Maybe subjugation of Khazaria, that would probably be a good use of
Oh, I'm not doing against them. Greek Holy War for Anatolia. Oh, sucks for her. But yeah, anyway, subordination, that's what I want to do. I'm insubordinating. Alright, I'll send guys north to help you with Khazaria in a little bit.
They should be able to hold out.
Alright, I can usurp a couple titles apparently. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, I suppose. I think I'm gonna want to give these to you though, Chris. Hold on.
Maybe.
What are the ones? I have a lot. I have a lot of titles. Alright. Kabulistan, I think I have.
No, that's me.
I mean the duchy.
Oh yeah, I'm in a war, so...
Alright.
Just so you know, we might run into that event.
Okay.
Let's keep the game, you know, saved and...
Yeah, if he drops out, do you want to be my advisor or not, Steve?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'll send it. Oh, no, your guy died. So, yeah, you have to become my advisor again. Apparently, I'm not at war with Khazaria. He didn't call him in or something.
You should make me your marshal, honestly.
How good's your marshal?
It's 14.
Wow, that's not very good.
It's not bad either, to be frank.
My highest marshal guy is 24.
Well, aren't you special?
Yeah, I am.
Oh wow, they
Oh,
won.
that's right. You're the Khan Kaiman. Forgot.
He's Irish.
Wow. Yeah, the Irish. Oh man, my son that had syphilis died. How'd he get that?
Wonder how he got syphilis.
Man, yeah.
And who would have done that?
Yeah, the king of Croatia.
Maybe a syphilitic father.
Yeah, he's Irish.
That's funny. Those Irishmen are go-getters. Okay, there's... That's on my end then, I guess. Yeah.
No, there's probably, yeah.
Hold on.
Let's save the game, then we'll restart. The war against Crusader is starting slowly to go in my favor.
Alright, yeah, and I'm not at war with Khazaria, so... yeah.
But I'm at war with someone else. I'm at war with who's Caleb Solomon. It's like, I guess this is Europe, isn't it?
I can't remember the name of the king of Sweden that strangled sheep for fun, and it's been bugging me.
I mean, if you type that into Google, you'll probably get his name.
I couldn't find it.
You'll get something, alright.
Yeah, strangle sheep. King
I got a
strangle
history
sheep.
of serial killers in Sweden. That wasn't quite what I was looking for.
So is someone who murders sheep a serial killer? Does that count?
A serial sheep strangler.
Like someone who strangles them, not like someone who butchered. Not butcher. But like someone who murders sheep, not someone who butchers.
All living things are alive, man. Respect life, man.
I'm not trying to
Well,
make
they
some kind of
aren't
moral.
after they meet that king.
I'm saying if you murder sheep for no reason whatsoever, not even to eat them.
It was his hobby, apparently.
That's what I'd call animal murder. Is when you like.
It's...
I think there is some morality to the whole meat eating thing. Maybe it's a little bit wrong. Maybe kind of.
It's more the intention with it. If you kill something for fun, even if it's an ant, that's a little creepy.
If you murder a sheep.
If you that's like if you kill an ant because it makes you feel good or whatever, that's a little weird.
Yep.
I mean, I personally don't think you should kill ants at all.
During
most
his
bugs, but sometimes there is no choice with ants, especially if they're eating your food.
Yeah, during his reign, Sweden had an open castle in the hopes that it would attract more sheep to wander in so he could strangle them.
Yeah, you get European nobility there.
It's like, I don't know. I mean, if you're killing animals for the fun of it and not for any sort of practical purpose, then it's like, I mean, and there's something to just hunting as a sport, but if it's not the it's the specific,
hunting rabbits and picking them up and strangling them.
It's more about, it's not the fact, it's not that he's doing it, it's how he's doing it. Is that it's the strangling. If you went out and was like,
he's getting some kind of pleasure from it.
Yeah, it almost seems like yeah.
Oh, like adrenaline rush hunting.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like
like
in a different way. It's much creepier.
It's like if he was to go out to a farm and say like, "Good evening, young peasants. I am your sovereign. I would like to purchase your sheep." Like, oh, of course. And it's like, he gives him however much money. He pulls out a rifle and shoots it. That's kind of weird. But that's like, that's not as weird as the strangling part of it.
Yeah, that's like, it's kind of like, the only way I can kind of put it is like, it's someone who would be a serial killer, but they don't really have they don't want to go to that level. So they strangle sheep instead.
Yeah.
Because I don't see.
It's the
It's a-
internal thing that's coming from the guy that's doing it.
He gets some kind of kick out of it.
Yeah.
I think that's where it's different.
Yeah,
You don't get a
exactly,
kick
that's
out
it.
Of, like hunting,
That's it.
but he gets his rocks off with strangling sheep. Maybe not that, but it wouldn't. Right.
Oh, and yesterday I learned that the Nazis were invited to invade Norway.
Invited by who?
One of what's his name? Quisling. He was a government official and invited the Nazis to come to Norway and invade them. And then they put him in charge.
Of course. That's
I
what they
wonder
wanted
why
to do
he
with
asked
England.
them to invade. It couldn't have been some kind of sneaky ass deal like that. How coincidental that he got put in charge right after they invaded.
I know, right?
Yeah, after the war, Norway willingly handed him over to be charged with crimes, and he was convicted of high treason.
Good.
What happened to him? Was he hung?
Probably.
Makes sense.
He insisted there was no
Yeah.
collusion.
There's nothing happened. No, I didn't invite them.
Hitler told me that he didn't do it.
Hitler said he was. That's a German. That's a Hitler accent. I did not know him. Never saw the man before. Boy, they must have had a lot of awkward conversations. A lot of awkward conversations after that. So you sold out our country to the Nazis. There's very few things that are like worse than that. Except for
But that's someone that a politician could do.
no. Actually, no. As far as there goes, there's nothing worse than that.
Well, I'd say committing the Holocaust, but
No, I'm talking about. No, I'm not talking about. No. I mean, like
On that note,
on that
do
level.
you know why the Vichy government is so hated in France?
what is that?
Because they sold out to the Nazis.
Yeah, not only that, but they actively took part in the Holocaust,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody asked them to.
Wow.
I didn't know nobody asked them to, but that makes sense.
They on their own gathered up as many French Jews as they could and gave them to Hitler as a gift. At which point he probably said, I guess just put them on the train too.
Oh.
But yeah, that's why that republic doesn't get a number.
Well, I don't know if you could call it a republic. Maybe a name, but I mean,
Didn't Italy
Nah.
not even do like what did Italy do in the Holocaust? Like how much did they actually do?
I'm
With
not
that.
sure. That would probably be a question for one of my sisters.
Okay.
I don't know too much about it. I don't think Mussolini, I believe, was very skeptical of Hitler's neuroses. But by the time that I think their participation in the Holocaust basically came about at the point where Italy could no longer exist without Germany supporting it.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, it was basically a proxy state of Germany. So, but I don't think it was initially.
So yeah, that's pretty
aligned with
sad
it.
to say that the French puppet of Germany had more to do with the Holocaust than the ally, like during the entire war.
I don't know if I can say that for sure. I don't want to be like saying that as like a fact.
Okay.
I don't know that for sure. I'm pretty sure about that though. I know Franco in Spain did like that regime did actually um, have a lot of purges
Hmm.
around the time of the Holocaust, targeting Jews, Muslims, and other people who were not of the nationalist variety, the socialists. For the Soviet Union, also did a good job of that.
Yeah, they had Stalin.
They did a good job of that in Spain as well. But of purging the anarchists and any socialists who they decided was a Trotskyist, and therefore secretly a fascist. And then also, yeah, it was a nasty time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something that doesn't get a lot of recognition. Is the Franco regime in its early years. I don't think so much later, after World War II, but in its early years,
Well,
it was
after
very...
he didn't have to, he had control.
Well, the thing is, this was. It's not necessarily that Franco himself ordered it, and I could be wrong about that. I don't know for sure. But at the end of the Spanish Civil War, there was there were massacres on both sides of this. It really divided the country, and both sides were incredibly brutal in how they treated people from the other side, if they were even suspected of supporting them.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of, after the Civil War, I know, or during and after the Civil War, there were massive purges in Spain. But Franco kind of gets a pass because he eventually became an ally. Or at least aligned with the West.
Alright, I'm gonna unpause.
He didn't really, though, because Spain was considered a third world country.
No, they cooperated pretty well with the West after, I think it's 1950s. Where there was a warming between the two. I think the third world thing comes a lot from the fact that it was a dictatorship.
No, third world means that they are not allied with the West or the communists.
Yeah, but they were allied. Well, yeah, no, they were closer to the West than they were with the communists for obvious reasons.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Good job.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that event. Let's try again.
Okay.
All right.
Make sure you save. So
I will.
Yeah, because we want as little of these siege events to fire at.
Yeah. But I mean, it was Ronald Reagan who criticized. He was, when he honored the international brigades. He said they fought for the wrong side in the Spanish Civil War. Which, given that the Republic was a proxy state of the Soviet Union, would almost make sense if it wasn't for how awful the Phalangists were in Spain. Because the Soviet Union is pretty awful there too, and they were incredibly brutal towards even people who would have been their allies in any if they hadn't decided to become incredibly authoritarian and brutal. And the West made a huge, huge blunder there too by not supporting the Republic, because that basically gave it to the Soviets.
That's what happened in Vietnam.
I mean, that was that whole thing about that era is not. That the United States is trying to be non-interventionist. And really, so was France and the UK.
Well,
France and the UK were colonizing everything.
Yeah, that means
very imperial at the time.
Also known as not helping people that are being attacked by authoritarians and totalitarians. You know, don't invite Czechoslovakia to their own cession of land.
Well, they were selling weapons, everybody. I mean, they just thought it was good for business at the time. They didn't really think about it very hard.
They didn't want to get into another world war until the world war came to
Oh,
them.
that's true. That's true as well. They really were not, and it's an understandable concern.
Alright, server's up.
I don't know if I buy that for.
Or France? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think France definitely did want to get into another, but they fucked up their planning. They thought they had already. Back in college, I did some research on de Gaulle,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Oh yeah, de Gaulle's interesting.
yeah, particularly the part about when he's just like a minister in the Third Republic. That was really interesting because de Gaulle outlined a very solid plan for modernizing the French army and how to combat
Yeah,
an
with the
invading
tanks.
modern army. Yeah,
And nobody listened to him. Nobody at
yeah.
all. They all thought he was stupid. It's funny as hell. I mean, it's something that happens constantly in military history.
There is one person who
You cut out
Adolf
there.
Hitler.
Oh, really?
Adolf Hitler listened to de Gaulle, and when he invaded, he went pretty much step by step through de Gaulle's battle plan.
That's pretty incredible.
France fell in a week.
Yeah, de Gaulle, he basically told the military that he had this massive tank plan and that this was the way to do things. And they all laughed at him. And this is what happens when institutions rot.
Yeah, but to my point is that even though like they weren't modernizing, like there was like military, like there were huge military spending, military projects in France.
They built a massive tank. They had a lot of tanks. They just didn't, the strategy was wrong.
Yeah.
They completely fucked up on, like, they got the message that we need to make more tanks. And that was the end of it. They didn't actually know how to utilize those vehicles because they didn't listen to de Gaulle, really, is what happened. The failure of the French military in that time is really a result of that, to a huge extent. Which is kind of funny, because if you think about it, if things could have gone completely differently. With that one little tiny change, if they had listened to it, they still might not have won.
They could have at least held.
They wouldn't have fallen in a week.
No, they wouldn't have fallen in a week. They could have at least held the line.
And it's like, you wouldn't have to do the whole D-Day thing. Like, if France had held anything, they would have their in to the continent. And,
yeah, with a complete... There'd be no Vichy Republic, there'd be no... I mean, Germany would not have been able to probably invade Russia.
Whoa, what just happened?
I don't know.
I'm no character.
What do you mean no character? Did you not ready yet? Oh, fuck. Okay.
I did, and it listed me as the guy.
Okay, we're gonna quit.
What the fuck?
It's very weird. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Maybe it just didn't register or something. I don't know. It seems like we're slightly... Are you downloading anything by any chance?
No.
Like, check Steam just to make sure that there's nothing updating.
Discord is updating on the pavilion. Maybe that's screwing it up. Let me close Discord there. I don't even know why it's open. Yeah, I have the pavilion up so I could see the chat in case anybody posts anything. Yeah, Steam's not downloading anything.
What?
Steam isn't downloading
Oh,
anything.
they said Steve's not downloading anything. I'm like, how would you know? I'm not.
Psychic.
But,
Crazy. Can't believe you knew that, Chris.
Well, yes, pause the Discord. Download on.
Yeah, I just
on
shut
the
it down
Pavilion.
completely.
Bless you.
I can't see why the Pavilion is screwing it up because it's a completely separate device, not linked together.
Yeah, but they're using the same internet connection.
True.
I mean, it doesn't matter what device you're using. If you're using your phone with Wi-Fi, it's going to slow down your internet. Because they're all going to the same, like, router. So are your parents watching anything? Is anybody in your house doing anything?
I have no idea what Maggie's doing, but the Pavilion just crashed, so...
Nice. Well, then it's definitely not doing it.
Yeah.
So that's good news, I guess, sort of.
Well, I guess I'm not tuning into your stream, John.
All right.
But if someone's watching Netflix or something, they could definitely interfere.
Maggie usually does.
So there's a good chance that they had, yeah. Because I know, and I think you have a similar caliber internet to me, right? Where it's not
probably.
Yeah. So, yeah, if more than one person's using it for anything that's like, if someone's browsing the web, it shouldn't have any real effect. If somebody is watching a movie or a TV show, especially if it's in high definition or anything like that, it's going to be using up a lot of your bandwidth.
Servers up, Steve.
Awesome. Here we go.
Okay, it has me set as no one. Now I'm the right person. Okay, there we go.
Okay, and I'm gonna be don't click start. I'm heading in.
All right, and then a few days passed in between that, the second most recent attempt at trying to get this, and when I actually switched over from the transition screen to the game, so like a very little bit was missed, but not too big of a deal.
It was immediately loaded to my character. I didn't wait for a second. Okay, and Kovac cool. It's me.
All right, we all ready?
Chiefess Parava Vimalia.
All right, playing the game. Kazari actually has a little bit of Iraq down there.
I still say you should consider converting to Swomensko.
All right, get on pause.
The Finnish paganism?
No, who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I can. I don't.
You're the only one who can because you have people within your. Well, John probably could too, I guess. But you have a court that has Swomensko. So if you could get a Swomensko woman as a concubine, you could use that to swap religion, I think.
Oh, that's interesting. I am a Shia though, and I am part of the assassins now. I'm joining them.
That probably wouldn't be the best idea then.
I do want to be an assassin, because my old character didn't want to murder his wife. He died tragically and honorably by not doing so.
What a guy.
He was a good.
All right, next job. Good job. All right, that's great.
It was that event again.
Good job. That's great.
Is there any way to avoid that event?
No, there isn't. You guys want to try a different game?
You want to go back to the triarchy?
I don't want to go back to the triarchy. Let's start a new game. Okay, let's brainstorm a little bit with this map. What if we started a new game in this world?
I do have that.
It'll be the same problem.
Really?
Why?
Because, like, I think the entire thing's corrupted.
It's a file. Like, is it
Oh,
not a
see.
nomad
Yeah.
thing?
It is a nomad. It is a nomad thing, but I don't trust shifting over to something else.
This is a pretty old file. It probably would be safe, but there still could be issues with it being old.
Yeah, corrupted. What should we? Okay, let's just brainstorm. What should we do? I wouldn't mind picking a later start date, to be honest.
Let's see. What's interesting in later start dates?
Because we haven't done too much of that. We've done a lot of early start dates so far.
So we're just gonna say we're done with the Uyghurs?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess.
I mean, I really like it, but
I really like this campaign. But if it's gonna do
there's
that
no
every
way
time
to
we play,
stop that event.
And we have to reload every single time.
Yeah.
If only Paradox made it so you don't have to reload the entire game every time.
yeah, then it would be easy.
Alright, I'm just gonna quit out one last time and then we'll